Hey everybody, Tim White, clinical specialist here with the Aspen After Surgery Center. We are here today with our latest patient, Dominique.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great.
You just finished your 5-day fast track, which ironically enough took 5 days to do. That's why we call it a 5-day fast track.
Yeah.
We want to let everybody out there watching who has breast implant contracture, high implants, hard implants, painful breast implants, implants that doctors, surgeons told you that you have to have surgery, know kind of a realistic expectation of, if I got on a plane and I flew to Florida from wherever you may come from, you came from Texas, was it worth it? What can I expect? So today being your 5th day, we just did your reassessment. We did your before and after photo. You were here and now you're down here. You're softer. It looks and feels better. How do you think you did?
I'm very happy with my results. I'm very happy that I made the journey to come. It was 5 days, two times a day. The staff is amazing. I didn't really know what to expect. I mean, I saw the before and afters on the website and I was sold. I was like, wow, it looks like a big difference. Of course, you just never know if that's going to be the same outcome for you, but I'm very happy. The staff was great. My results, my breast feels a lot softer, almost softer than the unaffected breast. The position is a lot better, so I'm 100% happy with my results. No regrets. I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. So 5 days, we objectively measured this. Really subjectively, it's more important. I kind of talk about how our treatment's really like a haircut. I could cut your hair perfectly, but really, Dominique, what do you want to look like? So if you had to tell everybody the outcome of 5 days of what your results were, if you had to say how much softer it is from 0 to 100%, what number would you give it?
I would say it's 90% softer.
Okay.
Before it was really hard. I couldn't really, squeeze it. Now it's very, very soft to the touch. It feels very, very natural. I'm very happy with the softness of it. The position as well has increased greatly. I mean, over 50%, I would say, that my position, it was very obvious that they were not even, and now it's very minimal, the difference now.
Would you give it a number? So again, I know it's kind of hard, your breasts are kind of uneven because the capsule caused the implant to ride up. But now, like, you looked at yourself before, I showed you the before photo, and now, like, 0 to 100% better, what number would you give it?
Maybe like 75, 80.
75, 80. So this is great because our expectation with our fast track patients is between 50 to 80% better in a 5-day period. You will now be going home doing your home program. So the compression garment that we fitted you for will continue to drop the implant, push it down, stretch and soften the capsule. You got massages. Your husband learned certain massages to help you at home. Stretches. You got kind of the whole program of things to do on your own. So you're going to get the remainder of that to try and hit the goal, which is 100% better by the time you're done. And then we'll do a 30-day follow-up, either virtual, maybe even potentially you may come back in town, which you don't have to do. You can still do it by virtual, not that we would turn you away, but follow up and then get our final measurement and assessment. So let's just kind of look at this in, sort of a holistic, global sort of, let's put it in a bucket. You got on a plane, you flew to us from another state, you avoided surgery because, tell other people maybe in your head, what process did you go through that said, I don't want to have surgery, I'd rather do something else?
All right, so I initially had a breast augmentation back in 2013. Fast forward 11 years later, I now have 3 children, I've breastfed, so I was looking to kind of replace some of the volume that the breastfeeding affected, how it affected my breasts. So I did an implant exchange in January of 2024 for a bigger implant to kind of just fill in the loose skin that I had. And within about 3 months, I started noticing that my left side wasn't as low as the right side. It was a little bit more firm. So I went to my surgeon, and he decided, okay, let's give it another 3 months, see what happens. Maybe it'll drop, maybe it'll get softer, do some pinches, massaging. And I said I was wanting to be a little bit more proactive, so I didn't want to have to go under the knife again, like he suggested I would have to do in 3 months.
Doctor, there has to be another option. Yeah.
So I said, no, let me see what else I can find. And I was looking for anything, vitamins, anything, any sort of therapy that I could do. I came across Aspen Rehabilitation and started looking at the testimonials and got really intrigued. So I made a consultation. They kind of Mr. Tim here went over everything with me, and I was like,
did the virtual
consultation.
right?
I'm from Texas, and I felt very comfortable, very confident that this would help me. You know, even if it didn't do a miracle, I was like, it's gonna help me. And so I came, I took the plunge, got on a flight, came for,
Brought
the
your
week.
children.
Brought my children, made a vacation.
Did you guys have fun while you were here at least?
We loved it, yeah.
All right.
I brought the kids along, made a vacation out of it.
Therapy and fun.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
As long as it doesn't interfere
Kill two birds with one stone.
Right.
Yeah, so here we are, day 5. I loved the experience. I came twice a day. The therapists, all of them were absolutely great. The front staff, Dr. Tim here. And like I said, the results...
Physical therapist.
I
get it. I have to do that disclaimer because, the comment section goes crazy. He's not a real doctor. Well, I never said I was. I am a medical professional licensed for 25 years now. I am a licensed physical therapist, and it is our specialization as physical therapists that make this. But yes, I get it. Okay,
sorry about that. Sorry. But yeah, no, had a great experience. My breast feels 100 times better than what it did. I'm very happy with the results, and for the next 30 days, as I continue to do my own self-therapy, I'm anticipating that I will have a near perfect result.
I think you did really, really great. Statistically, you're going to get that last little bit here in the next 30 days or so. So that's great. So again, thank you so much, Dominique, for chatting. So again, typically our videos are the full course 30 days after. We're catching you at 5 days. So we wanted to shoot this to kind of let people know, in a 5-day fast track what, a predictable outcome is. So, of course, we have to say this. Are you a paid social media influencer?
I am not.
You are not. Did I offer you any sort of compensation to do this video?
None whatsoever.
I literally just walked into your last assessment and said, will you shoot a video with me?
And I said yes.
Very good.
Because I want to help other women out there who may be suffering from the same condition, letting them know that there's another option. You don't have to go under the knife again. You don't have to go through another 6 weeks of recovery. I know I certainly didn't want to do that, having small children and being immobilized and limited in my, mobilization. It just wasn't an option for me. So I researched, looked for something else, and I found them.
And statistically, not your best option. Here's why. Depending on whose research you read, generally accepted, the very first surgery that you would have had, and this is of no slight to your surgeon or any of the surgeons, so, surgeons out there watching, and of no disrespect to anybody, the reality is a surgical revision of capsular contracture unfortunately results in another contracture, right? So, on average, 50% of first surgeries result in another capsule. A second revision surgery results in between 70 to 90% re-encapsulation, right? And third surgeries, most surgeons won't even touch you because it's kind of like you're going to re-encapsulate. I mean, I'll give it a try, but you're going to re-encapsulate. So even if your surgeon were to, kind of hypothetically, if your surgeon were to say, in all honesty, I'm going to do a surgery for you, Dominique, for free, but it's like flicking a quarter and you're going to get this again, versus I have a non-surgical option, way less money, you got to get on a plane, way less money. By the time you spend airfare, hotel, and other, it may be cheaper to fly, but it's only 5 days to do it versus weeks of recovery. They have a 90% statistically proven research success rate versus a 50% failure rate on the first surgery and 70 to 90 on a second attempt. Most patients typically opt for the non-surgical.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
And we do this in orthopedics and neurology too. So as a physical therapist operating a physical therapy clinic, patients who have neck surgery or back surgery consultations, we tell them the same thing. Hey, did you know that we can do therapy to fix this and avoid surgery for your neck and your back and other areas? And we have a very high success rate keeping people out of surgery. So no magic potion here, no wands. We didn't give you any chanting or smoke or pills or potions to take, right? We didn't put any weird sort of, mystical powers on you to do this. This was technology combined with therapy, combined with stretching, and all the therapeutic stuff that we've done for 40 years in the physical rehab space. We just made it specific to the breast implant. And now here you are, and you did great. So thank you again.
Thank you, guys.
If somebody wanted to reach out to you and say, Dominique, tell me about your experience, or maybe we could share your email with them.
Yeah.
Right? And they can say, hey, tell us about your experience. So everybody take a look at the banner below, the 877 number. Hit us up for a phone call. Send us a message. Questions regarding your condition. Bear in mind, we offer that virtual. So if you're thinking about this, do the virtual. Even if you don't plan on coming here, do the virtual, because you learned a lot.
Absolutely.
In that virtual.
I was able to ask questions. They were able to see my breasts, and I did my own self kind of examination, and it was very informative.
Right. So do the virtual. If you have questions, comment below. Say, hey, listen, this is my condition, Tim. What can you do? This is my surgery date. This is what my surgeon said. This is what I heard. Hey, I read these things about medications for capsular contracture. Do they work? Hit us up, send a comment, call us, and let us know. And Dominique, again, congrats. And we'll see you in 30 days.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. My pleasure.